of uproar about Carl Paladino's comments about the Obamas. One organization representing parents, teachers, and community members is taking action to have Paladino removed from the Buffalo School Board. This is just the beginning of that process.
News 4's Dave Graber sat down with the group's leader. Dave joins us now. Dave?
Well, Don and Nolina, the calls for Carl Paladino's ouster from the school board have been constant. But as we pointed out last night, any steps to actually have him formally removed have been few. That's about to change as the local parent-teacher organization becomes the lone actor among a sea of voices. There's been no shortage of outrage over Carl Paladino's comments in last week's Art Voice. Countless calls for his removal from the Buffalo Board of Education. As of today, though, the number of forms filed with the state education department to actually start that process, according to New York law, remains at 0. But that will change.
I think it elevated it compared to his previous incidents, given how graphic his language was and that it came directly from him and was directed at our president.
Larry Scott is the parent of a Buffalo student and co-chair of the Buffalo Parent-Teacher Organization. So far, they're the only agency that's taken the steps required by law to have Paladino removed from the local board.
There are very strict procedures that need to be followed as far as the forms that are completed, how they are filed, how papers are served. And so we have begun the paper process, but we need to ensure that we are following everything, adhering to the expectations that are written in the commissioner's regulations.
State law allows anyone to file a formal complaint to Commissioner Mary Ellen Elia. She can't take action without it, regardless of the size of the rally, the number of comments on a story, or the number of signatures on an online petition. That's why Larry Scott says their state application will be specific, and it'll be in the mail by next week.
We feel strongly that he has violated the Buffalo Board of Education Code of Ethics, the Buffalo Public Schools District Code of Conduct, and the New York State's Dignity for All Students Act.
Now, Larry Scott says, according to their legal counsel, the more specific they are with the reasons he just mentioned, the more successful they'll be at the state level. He's also urging others to file those formal petitions as well by going through the state education department's website. The Buffalo Board of Education, meanwhile, will be holding a special meeting tomorrow afternoon at City Hall to discuss Paladino's conduct. He's not expected to be in attendance. Live in the studio, Dave Graber, News 4 at 5.